How do you convince American people who are fatigued about a number of things right now of why we should be a part of any sort of protecting Ukraine or protecting that region?
Ukraine agreed to give up its nuclear weapons after the fall of the Soviet Union, and that kept all of us safer. We deserve to protect them as part of that agreement, protect their territorial uh, integrity. This is not just a Ukrainian problem. This is a regional problem that goes even beyond that. It's about Georgia, it's about the Baltics, it's about Poland. Um, because when it comes to Eastern Europe, uh, there's no way in the world you can appease Putin. But if Putin escalates this, and it's possible that he will, you know, we're not insulated. We've already seen what happens when Russia cyber attacks uh, attack the mainland here.
Do you have any concerns that this could be a fairly prolonged situation? That if he does invade Ukraine, that this could stretch out for years?
This would be, as our military leaders have said, a devastating, brutal assault. And I'm not sure how long that would last. I have every bit of faith in the Ukrainian people to defend themselves, but would come after that, that could be protracted, and that's a big concern. I guess if you're talking about things taking a long time, uh, it could be in Putin's math that an invasion isn't as bad as the threat of an invasion because we see what's happening now, right? An invasion would probably unite NATO, but the seeming threat of this on an ongoing basis creates an economic instability, but it also seeks, as it seems to be doing to an extent, to divide NATO.
I know Congress is set to go on a President's Day recess week. Do you have any concerns there that something might happen during the time that Congress is not at work? And what would happen there? I know there's always discussion about war powers between the executive branch and the legislative. Any concern that Congress may not be at its full strength if something were to happen over the next few days?
Now, I think Congress can act if it needs to in a hurry, and I don't want Putin to get any sense that we're not working while we're on while we're back in our districts. The Russians have always been opportunistic. I think they see any number of opportunities here. Right, the fact that Germany and Western Europe get about 40% of their gas and heating oil from them. That makes this opportunistic time. There's any number of things I imagine that Putin sees would make this opportunistic. So we're watchful and mindful of that.